virtual tour of Lab 4 of the Biotechnology Center, UWI. Greetings to you undergraduate biotechnology students of UWI and all other viewers. My name is Tamara Grant. I am a postgraduate student pursuing an MPhil in biotechnology degree at the Biotechnology Center. A graduate of this department from the inception of this center to present, gained a MPhil or PhD degree in biotechnology, thereby being positioned to contribute to bioeconomic growth. Today, I am taking you on a virtual tour of Lab 4. You have now arrived at 2 St. John's Close on UWI campus, and then you have walked through the entrance of the Biotechnology Center that has been a launching pad for many successful biotechnologists who are giving exemplary service in Jamaica and abroad. After entering the center, you climbed a flight of stairs, and right at the first floor landing, you will be greeted with a sign on a door facing you that reads, Lab 4, Professor Azimota. Please feel free to come on and learn of the great impact Professor Azimota's research group has had on academia for decades through the use of this facility. Professor Azimota's research group bids you a hearty welcome to Virtual Lab 4 as we take you on this journey. Professor Azimota has been a senior lecturer of biochemistry and biotechnology for many years. She is a well-known scientist, and much of her fame has to do with the extensive research that she supervised in Lab 4. The research team she leads is popularly known as the UWI Biotechnology Research Group. To date, Professor Azimota has supervised over 35 postgraduates towards MPhil and PhD degrees in biotechnology, and she has over 250 publications. In 2013, she was appointed as Executive Director of the Biotechnology Center, a post she held up to 2021. You can search the name Helen Azimota on the internet and you will find profiles of her accomplishments. In particular, she is featured on Wikipedia. Now we'll take a broad look at her research framework. Yams have been the focal point of Professor Azimota's research. In addition, she researches other root and tuber crops as well as other crops. However, some aspects of her investigations do not incorporate plants. In numerous studies carried out by Professor Azimota, animal models are used. Also, she engages Jamaican farmers in aspects of her research. Now examine outstanding yam research. A highlight of Professor Azimota's research achievements is the efficient protocol she developed for the extraction of DNA from yams. Another standout is her use of the random amplified polymorphic DNA technique to characterize 11 yam cultivars grown in Jamaica. Take a look now at past research outcomes involving 9 of her students. Ingrid Muzak Tucker looked at biochemical composition of Jamaican yams. The results showed that Jamaican yams are highly nutritious. Andrew Wheatley was involved in the development of an acclimatization protocol for tissue culture yam plantlets, a protocol that is simple, cost-effective, and efficient. Philip Greenley looked at carbohydrate digestion and intestinal ATPases activity in induced diabetic rats fed extracts of yellow yam and dasheen separately in groups. Cliff Riley capitalized on the binding action of yam starches from many Jamaican yams in the production of tablets and capsules. Marie McAnuff investigated the separate effects of steroidal sapogenins extract from bitter yam and commercial diacetyl on liver enzyme changes. The study showed that the two test diets result in the reduction of plasma glucose concentration in diabetic rats. Lowell-Dilworth evaluated the levels and availability of three essential minerals, calcium, iron, and magnesium, in 4 commonly eaten Caribbean crops. They are the sheen, Irish potato, sweet potato, and yellow yam. Curtis Green studied the hypolipidemic effects of polymethoxylated flavones derived from ortenic in an animal model. The findings suggest that flavones act by reducing cholesterol synthesis as well as by increasing fecal cholesterol output. Raquel Wright investigated Moringa oleifera grown in Jamaica for biomedical purposes. Ryan Francis evaluated the glycemic index and glycemic load of some foods consumed in Jamaica. Now, examine research works initiated by current postgraduate students under the supervision of Professor Azimoto. Tamara Grant is exploring the use of nanoparticles as a control strategy against the yam and shrapnel disease that is severely affecting the sweet yam crop in Jamaica. Fabian Miller is seeking to determine athlete biological passport for sprinters and middle distance runners. Daniel Perry is investigating aroma compounds in Jamaican cannabis. Bayod Bamikoli is working at the transformation of Jamaican yam starches to complex biodegradable polymer that can substitute non-degradable polystyrene. Princess Bell is investigating the anti-hypercholesterolemic properties of Jamaican cannabis varieties. Orville Byfield is looking at yellow yam consumption in Jamaican adolescent sprinters for sports biomedical purposes. Nikolai Lutus is investigating clonality among isolates of the causative agent of the coffee leaf rust disease across farms in Jamaica. Lloyd Williams is testing the use of metallic semicarbazole complexes in the management of type 2 diabetic rats. Sasha Gay Wright is involved in the bioengineering of Jamaican roundleaf yellow yam to effect cytotoxicity in prostate and breast cancer cell lines. Keaton Logan is conducting biochemical analyses of chemically synthesized and naturally occurring compounds against hypertension. Ken Roy Wallace is carrying out biomedical investigations into white yam anti-cancer biomaterial and a chemically synthesized compound. Melissa Williams is investigating biomagnetic therapy and the associated biochemical and histological effects in type 2 diabetes using animal model. Dwight Lewis is examining biotechnological systems for sustainable production of yam planting materials involving smallholder farmers in Jamaica. Tricia O'Connor is looking at production strategy of low glycemic index yam varieties and applications including glycemic index studies in diabetic patients. Now we will examine other activities carried out in Lab 4. Apart from research, Professor Azimoto gets her students involved as trainers at various workshops put on by the center. Her students are also guided to utilize research biomaterials to produce value-added products. In addition, she encourages her students to take on business ventures. In conclusion, Professor Azimoto's UWI Biotechnology Research Group is definitely fulfilling the mandate of the Biotechnology Center in offering postgraduate training that has produced and is producing many highly qualified graduates who are equipped to make remarkable contributions in the world. This recording was done on October 27, 2021 by Tamara Grant.